is authentic. It's original. Right now, the music here in Detroit is definitely on the upbeat. It's really up tempo. It's trend setting. They definitely carved out their own lane when it comes to the music, and they definitely right now, I would call them the gatekeepers. So they hold the keys to the doors that we need to get in, and they're changing the game, and they're changing it in a positive way.
Like, we are survivors of the abandonment of Motown. We are the survivors of that. You know what I'm saying? Then you got techno, then you got that, then you got hip hop. So then the R&B was gone with them. But then we had this reemergence with the hip hop and the techno, which put us back in the light. And then now you see with the today, with the iceware vessels or with the cash dial. You know what I'm saying? From a point where you dang near getting Detroit hip hop, from the hip, I would say, from the hip hop shop till to now. This music set the tone not only for our background and our lives, the theme music to how we live in, but it also set the theme music to other people. But they just took it and turned it into something else. They didn't say it was Detroit. They rebranded it.
I feel like a lot of people trying to steal the Detroit sound right now. It took for so long for it to get on, but now that people acknowledge it, they trying to steal it. They trying to steal the swag.
What's up, y'all? This your boy Dub Music, and what I do for a living is I'm a producer. Everybody always asks me, "Oh man, you a dope engineer?" And I be like, "I'm not an engineer. I'm a producer that knows how to engineer real good." So I go across the board from R&B to hip hop to a little bit of gospel, So yeah, I'm across the board when it comes to production work. So I am what they call the best kept secret. I'm like the go-to man. I'm affiliated with the music scene here in Detroit, basically, through my cousin, Bizarre from D12. And then I got a lot of other counterparts that I deal with. So, you never know who you'll find at Dub Studio or at the Wax Studio. You might come over here and see Jesus. Not just playing. But no, that's how I'm connected to the hip hop, is really through the engineering and producing. So it keeps me plugged in with everything. It keeps me up on everything. It keeps me alert and up on what's popping, especially in the city when it comes to music. The rap today, it's a little different from my time. It was a little bit more structured. It was more about metaphors and concepts and stuff like that. Today's rap is more, we just getting turned up. We turning up, we vibing, we on a vibe. It's a chill thing. It's pop a perk. Back then we was more like, sisters and blah blah blah. Then it went to fuck that bitch, suck a dick. And then it went to, what we got now is more dance, routine. It's different. Like I said, I'm still getting used to this new culture of music. I like it. I like the sound of it, and I like what they doing. I like where they taking it. It has definitely have a different impact than what music had when I was doing it on the level that they doing it now. So.
Mac Nicholas, one half of the Lodge Boys, solo rapper too. Street Lord affiliate, I guess I'm from 6 Mile, west side of Detroit, 6 Mile Greenfield area to be exact. And I guess I got started a couple years ago. My brother who passed got me started rapping. He had an album coming out and he told me to do a verse for him, and once I did it, everybody in the neighborhood was kind of feeling me more than him. So he conned me into doing a couple songs and I got a good feedback, so that's how I started. Really, we made music to represent where we was from, talk about what we was into, like to brag without being seen, you know what I'm saying? Because we wasn't the type of people that be out and going on the scene, but we was in the mix, so we wanted to let people know we was getting some money, so we started doing music. Well, back then the music was motivated to make niggas hustle and get some money, versus nowadays a lot of the music is about sliding and killing, and it's more violent than it was back then, When I started doing music, it wasn't too many rappers. It wasn't oversaturated then, so Back then, it was like you could be. It wasn't too many rappers, so it was sort of like you could be like hood famous in a sense, like you know what I'm saying. But not everybody and their mama rap, so it kind of took from the essence of it. You know what I'm saying? It's basically like writing a book or writing poetry, if you ask me. So it's just an expression of how you want to express yourself. Basically, if you, I'm not on there talking about violence. I'm talking about what I like to do, what I like to eat, what I like to wear. So I'm really trying to put niggas up on what I'm into or how to dress or what to do. Like you might have a date, he don't know where to take you. He can listen to me and be like, oh, Max said take her to Ruth Chris or something. You know what I'm saying? I'm really helping y'all.
And how do you feel about the rap culture now in Detroit?
I love it. I'm glad that we finally getting our just due because there's a lot of people in Detroit been putting in work for a long time and we finally getting our acknowledgement that we need. So I'm happy about it. It used to be everybody against everybody, but now since everybody's starting to work together, that's why I feel like we starting to finally get somewhere. Because now it used to just be like we from over here and they from over there, but now everybody coming together make music. Now that's what I feel like made it blow up. I feel like they don't feel like it's any positive influence in rap. Everything is about negativity or degrading women or doing drugs, but all the music not like that. So that's probably the biggest misconception of it. I feel like people judging and don't even listen to what people talking about. Because at the end of the day, people just talking about their struggle. You can only talk about what you've been through. You know what I'm saying? So
Being a hip hop artist, you know, before it turned into the McDonald meal, Happy Meal shit that you could just go to McDonald's and pick up. You know, you was like dang near considered to be like a wizard of words because you had to know words. You had to know these definitions. You had to be able to hurl words at lightning speed at seconds. My name is Super MC. I'm a Detroit hip hop artist, born and raised in Highland Park. Um, I started out with a group called the Almighty Dreadnoughts. Um, from then, I got signed with a proof from D12 to Iron Fist Records in '05. Ever since I was a kid, I loved hip hop. I mean, I always had the knack for talent. I mean, or being a talented little kid, as you will, or wanting to do the things to entertain. So I always had an entertainer spirit. And what I would say that made me truly want to become an artist is first when I knew I could do it, right? And then second, by me seeing that this particular thing is something that could bring smiles to people, could educate people, could make people feel a certain way. So I love to entertain. So when you look at the music and the style of us, we from players, hustlers, you know what I'm saying, plant workers. That's money. You know what I'm saying? That's all the players, hustlers, and plant work. I'm just saying, that's money all the way around. You got so much stuff that's influencing the music culture in Detroit. That's why you get that gritty sound from us. That's why you get that hunger. That's why you get that we trying to we trying to eat. We hungry. You want that type of feel because Detroit was a Detroit was a capital for music with the Berry Gordy situation, right? But then Detroit became a virgin to the music culture with hip hop. We wasn't looked at as Detroit coming with some rap shit. You know what I'm saying? They like, yo, that's Motown. You know what I'm saying? But then you got the J Dillers, you got the D12s, you got the Slum Villages. You know what I'm saying? And you got a plethora of other artists that came before them and made their way onto the big shines. You know what I'm saying? And now we known and for having this wave for this music. You know, back in the day, AD, you could be an artist, right? And you could just be talented as hell. And somebody could see you and they were like, yo, they talented as hell. Those songs we heard from them was awesome. Sign you. Put you in a nice studio, you record your records, boom, you out, right? Record labels pushing you. Nowadays, it's like you gotta damn near have your own following. You gotta have your numbers gotta be high. And then probably when your numbers and your following is that high, you probably really don't even need a record label or a label to come and do certain things for you. But so when you look at hip hop, if there's no DJ, if there's no graffiti, if there's no breaking, there's no MCing, and there's no fifth element, then there's no hip hop.